This is Laura, and I'm your Thinkfinity Maryland Public Television T2 trainer. Today's session is specifically about My Idea Box. To use this great feature, which is in the lower left-hand corner of your screen, you must have an MPT, Maryland Public Television Thinkport login and password, which is totally free. Today's session with My Idea Box is specifically for the upload image for tools, and we'll be talking about the interactive tools in other sessions. So I'm using this so I can put my pictures in and use them with annotated, create your own museum, and timeline. So I'm going to click on upload image for tools. I'm going to put my title, which you have to put. You can put a keyword, you don't have to fill this out. You can put whatever you want. You only have to fill out title. Choose your grade level. You'll see why that's important. Select subject. You can add a second subject. I'm going to browse, and I'm going to use this first image I have of Dr. King. And as it says right here, it only takes 3 formats, and you can use them with 3 of the builders. When I say builders, I mean interactive tools, one being timeline builder, excuse me. So I'm going to begin upload. And you can see my upload has been successful, and they tell me how much free space I have. We do have limited space, so once you use something, you need to delete it off in case you need to use something else. So I'm going to upload a second image of Dr. King. And I already have a picture named Martin Luther King, so I'm going to just name this MLK3 just to distinguish between the two. And once again, I'm going to choose my grade level. Of course, you don't have to do all this. I'm just doing this as a sample. And I'm going to upload the second image. Once that is done, I'm going to click on Begin Upload. And I'm going to hit Close. You can see it's successful. And then when I go to my Tool Images folder, you can see I have a number of things. I have to click down here. And I have Martin Luther King, the Time magazine cover. I just added that in another demo. And drawing an MLK3. So the stars mean that they're all recently added and that they are images. You can go down here to click on Icon Legend to learn more. You have many other features within My Idea Box that you're free to use, but please be reminded that this session, is upload images for tools. So now that I've uploaded 4 images, or 2 in this session, of Dr. King, I'm going to just collapse My Idea Box, navigate to Think Classroom, and I'm going to click on Interactive Tools, and I'm going to specifically use Create Your Own Museum. And I'm going to create my own museum by clicking on Make a New Museum. And I'm going to click on, first of all, I can choose different formats for my museum, and this is totally interactive with your students. And I'm going to click on this first one, number 1. And I'm going to search for new images. I'm going to click on My Idea Box, Find Images. And you can see I have a number of images here. Here's Dr. King, so I'm going to start with that one. And I've already typed some things in, so that comes up automatically, or I can easily click in here and change whatever I want. But I have to hit Save and Exit. And I'm going to choose another drawing by him. Click on Choose This Image. And once again, I can change anything here, and I'm going to Save and Exit. My 4th image of Dr. King. And I've already written something there, and you can change it at any time. And then I'm just going to end this museum with a 4th picture of Dr. King that I've already uploaded. And this is my very favorite picture of Dr. King. I like the way he's thinking and contemplating. And if you've seen the new monument, he has a very determined look on his face. And again, I would research this, and you can save it. If you're doing a museum, you can ask your students to type something in. So I'm going to hit save and exit. So now when I'm going through the museum, any text that I've added is here. And I would definitely make this better. But what we're going to do now that we're in here, you're going to click on save, and you're going to give this a project name. Okay, Martin Luther King, password MLK. And if you would like to save, if you would like Thinkport to save your login and password, you just type out your email address right here, and you can do that, and they will send you a letter. Email with your login and password. Mine is Martin Luther King MLK. Save as new project. It's giving this no spaces, Martin Luther King, so they've made a slight change. And I hit OK. And so this is here. So if I was using this tool with my students, I would give them the URL, and when they go back in, or I would just give them, have them click on create your own museum. It says retrieve, so I would just put in and I'm going to click on retrieve museum, and here it is right here. So this is a great tool that you as teachers can use. I'm going over this very quickly, but if you wanted your students to add text, you've added the images, which I think is the most difficult part, because once you open this back up, your students can come up with their own title, their own description, and they can do that. And then hit save and exit. You don't have to have a picture. Now when they're ready and they've changed the information you've done, they're going to click on save. And this is the key here. You're going to click on save as a new museum. And what I would highly suggest is that you assign your student that information, that you would assign them the project name and the password. Because if you're working with young children, they may or may not have an email address. But if you're working with older students in middle school and high school, you can allow them to put in their their email address. But even in high school and middle school, if this was a project I was grading, I would provide that information for them, or I would have the students put in my email address as their teacher. So I would have a record of it, because students have a tendency to lose information. So I'm going to just click on cancel. And once I'm finished, I can just navigate away from here, or I can open another create your own museum. I can reset and start at the beginning. I have all these options here, but I'm just going to navigate away from this. So in one lesson, we've learned about how to create upload pictures to your idea box, and very quickly create your own museum. So that's two birds with one stone. So this is Laura Brown, your Thinkport MPT T2 trainer, and I certainly hope this training has been helpful to you. Thank you.